"What is this?" James whispered. Tucked behind his big toy chest was a small wooden boat. It wasn't one of his regular toys. This boat was a Viking longship with a single red and white striped sail and a carved dragon head on the front. It looked very, very old. James picked it up carefully. Inside the tiny ship, he saw a miniature scroll of paper tied with a piece of string. His fingers fumbled a little as he untied the knot. He unrolled the paper. It wasn't a message with words, but a map made of strange symbols and a drawing of a swirling grey fog. James felt a shiver of excitement. This was a map for a secret adventure, and it was just for him. As James's finger traced the drawing of the fog, his bedroom walls seemed to shimmer and fade away. Whoosh! Suddenly, James was standing on the wooden deck of a real, life-sized Viking longship. The boat rocked gently on a calm, grey sea. A thick, mysterious fog wrapped around the ship like a soft blanket, hiding whatever lay ahead. James wasn't scared. He was amazed. A funny-looking bird with a bright orange beak landed on the railing next to him. It was a puffin. The puffin gave a friendly squawk. "I will call you Puffin Pete," said James. Puffin Pete bobbed his head, happy with his new name. The great adventure had truly begun for James. James held the strange map in his hand. Puffin Pete hopped from the railing onto James's shoulder and looked at the map too. He tapped his beak on one of the symbols. It was a drawing of a winding path through the mist. As James looked closer, a soft voice seemed to whisper right into his ear, carried on the foggy air. The voice said, "This is user's custom notes. Be sure to add this into the story also." The words felt magical and ancient. James knew it was a secret clue. He held the map tightly. The Viking longship began to move forward on its own, gliding silently into the heart of the mysterious fog, following the secret path only James could see. The only sound was the soft swish of the water against the ship. James and Puffin Pete watched as giant, shadowy shapes appeared in the fog. At first, James wondered if they were tall, spooky sea monsters. But as the longship sailed closer, he saw they were not monsters at all. They were tall, smooth stones that glowed with a gentle, humming light. The glowing stones made a pathway through the thickest part of the fog, lighting the way. Pinks, blues, and soft yellows pulsed from the stones, reflecting on the water. James reached out his hand, but didn't dare touch one. He was a brave explorer on a magical sea, and his friend, Puffin Pete, was right there with him. The path of glowing stones led the ship to a tiny, hidden island. The fog cleared just enough for James to see a single, tall tree in the middle of the green grass. The ship nudged the sandy shore, and James carefully stepped off, with Puffin Pete waddling behind him. Under the tree was a small wooden chest. It wasn't locked. James lifted the heavy lid. Inside, there was no treasure or gold. Instead, there was a single, perfectly smooth grey stone that felt warm to the touch. James picked it up. As his fingers closed around the warm stone, the island faded, and James was sitting on his bedroom floor again. In his hands were the little toy ship and the smooth, warm stone from his amazing Viking voyage.